It stings, but you know the way you see it, we didn't come out on offense. We weren't clicking. We didn't find the rhythm, and came out second half, and defense kept playing well, and offense finally found the rhythm. And we saw it happen, and some things didn't go well.
Have you ever played a first half or any kind of half as frustrating as that first one?
That one was pretty frustrating. I think we had 17 total yards of offense, but I mean, either way, still got to find the rhythm and keep your head up and can't got to look past that.
Yeah, and I know you're not out here to blame anybody, but I mean, how do you tangibly do that as a group? How do you guys figure out this is how we got to start back?
Just got to start playing. Everybody needs to do their 111. Nobody needs to try to do anything spectacular. Just keep playing the way we did in the second half and do our 111, and that's how you find the rhythm and puts points on the board.
Verrett, where do you rank Oklahoma's defensive front?
They were a good team. They were good. They were like LSU. I mean, Texas Tech had a good defense. They had a good defense, and they gave us a good run for our money.
What was said at halftime that helped you guys gain a little bit of momentum in the second half?
Everybody just needed to calm down. I feel like we came out here first half and come and play in an atmosphere like OU. You just need to settle down and just play football the way TCU plays football.
So, with the game plan that you guys had in mind, or what you guys viewed as the ideal way to start a football game, I mean, how close were you to executing that, or was it simply something where OU played so well that they just took you right out of it?
No, I mean, with the game plan, what we had, it was just little things. If we could, little mental errors, if we all can just, needed to take a step back, relax, and like I said, do our 111, then those errors wouldn't have happened, and it could have been a whole different first half for us.
And when you guys, I don't know if you script the first 15 plays, but you guys talked about how you want to start the ball game. What was it that you wanted to come out and do? How did you feel like you could have been successful against this OUD?
Like when we wanted to come out and we wanted to establish, the run game. We wanted to, be able to run the ball and throw in some passes here and there and just play our offense. And we don't necessarily have the scripted first 15 plays, just, whatever's clicking for us. The first half, nothing really seemed to click for us. We needed to find that rhythm. We finally did the second half.
What was that key for y'all to be able to get going in the second half, especially in the fourth when they hit the 76-yarder that looked like a put away, but y'all found a way to drive down just in case?
To be honest, it was just playing for each other, doing our 111, taking a deep breath, knowing that, hey, we're TCU and we can play football with these guys and with whoever, and just knowing that, just believing in ourselves and knowing the guy to your right and the guy to your left's going to do their job and have your back. That's all we needed to do.
Is there a last question for Eric? We're going to let him go.
Eric, you guys were 3-14 on third down. Coach said earlier this week that being better on third down starts with first and second down. How are you guys going to get yourselves in a position to be in a third and short as opposed to third and 8?
Just execute. We can't have on first down, 5-yard false starts, any of that, any mental errors. We need to execute and get to where on second and third down it's third and short, second and short, so we can keep driving the ball down the field and keep getting first down. And that's how you score points. And that's what we did.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to give hats off to Oklahoma. They came out fired up in the first half, and we just got to find a way to win.
What were y'all able to do, I guess, to be able to slow them down offensively? I know they kept trying to throw the ball, but y'all seem to have a way of shutting that down pretty well. Just what were y'all doing?
Well, it all starts with the D-line. The pressure that they were getting today was helping us in the secondary to make plays. So I want to give credit to them.
What do y'all think y'all need to be able to do I guess differently when y'all get in a situation like this again where you're on the road in a hostile type of environment?
I felt like we played well defensively, but I feel that we probably need to, work on getting more takeaways. I felt that we were doing good, got a few 3 and outs, but takeaways is really going to help us get our offense in a better field position.
And especially look like in the fourth, that y'all were in position, I was talking to the coach, that y'all were in position to make those plays, but just missed tackles or just missed assignments. How do y'all fix that?
Of course it's going to come tomorrow watching film just to see the things that we need to work on. And, of course, missed tackles late in the fourth quarter. The game was on the line. That really hurt us. So we're just going to have to better. better ourselves at that point.
Is it hard to not get frustrated when the first half is going that way, where you guys are playing really good ball, you know, and it just seems like you're back out there really quick without.
Now, I mean, I don't think we're getting too frustrated. You know, our offense just came out a little slow, but they picked it up in the second half. We just got to find a way to start fast.
How difficult is it to play against a quarterback like Bell, where you can have great coverage, the defensive line can probably get some good pressure too, and he's still able to escape 10, 12 yards?
I mean, there are a lot of athletic guys on their offensive side, so, I mean, we just got to have the linebackers stay in the box to contain them. The secondary got to do our part, D-line got to do their part, but, you know, he made a few good plays in that.
Anybody step up in the locker room and take like a vocal leadership role to try to motivate you guys to come back out for the second half? Anybody take a vocal leadership role on the team at halftime?
Yeah, I mean, when we got in halftime, we already knew what we had to do. I mean, we saw all the plays that we saw in practice, in the game. We just had to come out there with more attention to detail, more, you know, leadership, more intensity, and we found a way to do that, but just couldn't find a way to finish.
As a senior, what do you tell the younger players to make sure they finish the season and not to get too down on themselves after a loss like this?
You know, well, when I got here, a lot of older guys told me, I mean, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Of course, they remember you in December. And so I think that, you know, right now being 2-3, which we are, we just got to watch this film, get ready for Kansas, and find a way to finish the rest of the season.
Do you guys feel like you're playing your best defense that y'all have in the last 2 years?
Yeah, I feel like we got other things that we need to improve on, but so far so good. But I just feel like we need to get more takeaways. We had a lot more last year. I feel like I need to do a better job at trying to get my hands on more balls and trying to find a way to turn the ball over for the defense.
It's hard for you to do that, though, if they never throw at you, right?
Man, find a way to get to the ball somehow. I mean, we got a lot of good secondary guys. We just got to find a way to get more takeaways.
Do you take a little bit of personal pride? I know you say it's about the team, but you take a little personal pride in the fact that, you know, this year offenses have, you know, looked elsewhere. You know, not looking to throw it anywhere, but you know where you're at.
I just give credit to the D-line. You know, the more pressure that they get allows me to have more time on my receiver, less time, so I can make plays. So it starts with them first.
Do one more question, guys. Anything?
What were the you were matched up on Saunders most of the night, right? Or Shepard?
Saunders and both of them were in the slot. I was just playing in the boundary.
Okay. Well, what were the challenges that their receiving core just kind of posed for you in general? Like, what did they do really well?
Well, what they were trying to do was trying to give me a lot of double moves, you know, and I gave up one pass out of the double move, so that was, I guess, a smart play for them to do.
Wasn't that where they changed the coverage, though? Weren't you playing off on that play?
Yeah.